My screen is visible, right? Can someone confirm me?
Yes, Shreya.
Okay, fine. So we were talking about list, filter activities that we can apply on any list, right? So today we'll see some more conditions that we can apply on this filter conditions. Okay, let's talk about state. If it is state, see here all the fields that are there on your instance form are available. Operators, just like is not, is one of is similar to your or, adding more than uh, what is and or I'll discuss now. So state is new. If I want to know state is new or state is in progress, if I want to know the result of this, I can run this filter condition just by applying or condition or and condition. How it actually operates, we'll discuss about it. So instead of adding multiple or conditions like this, you can actually go with is one of whenever you have a requirement to add more than one condition. Uh, so you can select new, in progress, on hold. So it will give you information about all these three states. Okay, see, in progress, new, on hold. Okay, so that is advantage of using is one of. Is not one of, again, if you want to exclude something from the list. I don't want to see resolved cases. Okay, I can just exclude that and I can see the records that have new, in progress, on hold, and closed, cancelled, pending. Okay, so is not one of, is vice versa of your is one of. Is empty means, again, if your state value is empty, is not empty means it will show you all the records that are in the list. So because this field cannot be empty, see, we have 210 records, so it is showing the all 210 records. Less than resolved, that means it will show new, in progress, on hold. You can group by state and always double confirm it. See, it is showing new, in progress, and on hold, not even resolved, because we are using less than. If I use less than or is, it will also show me resolved along with these three options. Okay, so like this, if you start working, it will be easy for you to understand. And let's discuss about and or operators. So, um, and or logic operators. So we all might have understood these two tables, right? We have this and or logic uh, operators. So let me open use this. There's another not open on YouTube. Yes. So usually and will work in this format where we have two types of inputs here. Okay, input A, input B, and Y will be our result. If both the inputs are false, the result will be false. If A input is false, B input is fine, still the result is false. If A input is fine, but B input is not fine, still the result is false. If A input, B input both are true, then only our result will be true. And this is how AND operator works. This is a AND truth tables. But vice versa to it, we have a OR table. Okay. If both the conditions are not true, the result is false. Either of the condition is matched, the result is true. See, A is not true, B is true, result is true. B is true, A is true, B is false, the result is true. A is true, B is true, again the result is true. Okay. So these two are something, this only gives you true when both the conditions are true. This gives you result either of the conditions are true. Okay. So or never give you accurate data, but and can give you accurate data. Let me show you this in real time. Um, I'm on my incident list. We have total 210 instance here. Now let's say I want to see instance with active true. Okay, 162. Again with the category software. Okay, there are 27 only. Again with the caller Alina. If you see, if I just click here on the funnel symbol, active is true and category software and caller is Elena. Matching these three conditions. Okay, I have only 4 records. Okay, and this is running on AND operator here. Okay, for AND explicitly it doesn't give you anything, but you can understand it is using AND operator. That means this is my A condition, this is my B condition, this is my C condition. So matching all the 3 conditions, I have only 4 results. Let's suppose for the same requirement, we'll do with OR. Okay, active is true, category software, and I'll call it as Alina. So instead of and, I'll use active is true or category software or caller is I'm just copying the name. Now 172 records. Here there are only 4 records because system is will make sure that each of these conditions come true. Like yes, all the 4 have active true. All the 4 caller is Elena and all of the categories software. But here the software, the category software, inquiry, food, database. But okay, let me just push this assign to field to the last. Let's just get caller field and category field. Opened is not at all required. So the caller is different users and the category is also different. But still why system is showing me the result? Because it is meeting one of my condition which is active too. If you just apply group by on the caller field, you can understand how many records are under Elena. Okay, under Elena they were 15. Again, if you just do group by on category, okay, under software that T7. Okay, so it doesn't check for accuracy here. If one of the conditions are matched, it will give you as the output as true. Guys, did you get it? Or you want me to explain with any other example? Hello? Hello?
I say.
Not clear.
Sorry?
Not clear, Shreya. Explain with another example.
Another example. Okay, firstly, did you get this two tables? Are you aware of this? Appaya, can you unmute and let me know? Are you aware of truth tables?
No.
So just do this assignment for today, okay? Because I cannot teach you truth tables here. Okay, we have and or operators. Okay, usually most of you know, right? Chandrahas, Rajesh, Mahi, Mohan, Navya, Rakesh. Please respond. Swati, Sayed, Mamata, Charan.
Yes, I
Hello.
understand. Yeah.
Most of you are aware of truth tables, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Apaya, please work on this because these are something which we learn in our college days. Okay. So we have a truth tables where we'll have 2 inputs. Okay. Input A, input B, and the result. Okay. And we'll work in such a way where input A and input B are true, then only the result will be true. But OR is not like that. Even if one of the condition is true, the output will be true. Okay, so you'll never have a accurate result in OR operators, but you will always have a more accuracy using AND operator. Okay, that is what how we have the AND and OR operators in ServiceNow. You can see. Okay, here I'm using AND operator. It is not visible directly, but for OR you can clearly see it says or. So you can understand, okay, they are applying or operator here. If it is not specifying anything, that means and operator is in place. You got it? So I'll give you one more example. That's not at all a problem. But before understanding this, you have to be aware of this truth tables. Okay. Don't worry about all this. Just worry about only and or. Is it okay? Appaya?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So I'll give you one more example. So here my requirement is that now I'll take false, active false records. Okay. There are only 48 and I want priority to high records where active is also false. So I have how many records here? 6. Again, I'm sorry. The assignment group is okay. Here I'm going to apply and assignment group is change management or cab approvals. Either of it I want to apply. Now if you see, we have 4 records. Okay, see, cab approval change. We can use like this combination also. That's the reason I want to show you this. For the same example, okay, instead of and, it was using and, but here we are using or. Okay, so or under the conditions, active is false, priority is too high. Assignment group is change management. Run it. Okay, here the total count of the records is 62 because system is also giving you active true records, but my condition is active false here. But it is fine. It thinks that I'm matching one of the conditions. See, though it is active false, but priority is too high. So priority 2 is also specified here. And assignment group is empty. That is also fine because it is matching one of the conditions that system is looking for, because we are using or operator. It is clearly says that you are using or operator. But here system says that no, Shreya is looking for active false records where priority is 2 again. But assignment group could be either cab approvals or change management. So based on these conditions, it is giving me the results that are matching my requirement. You got it now? Hello?
Shreya.
Can I?
Hi,
Yes,
Shreya.
can I?
Yeah. This is based on or condition, right? So we are finding a basic condition specifying filtering out on the specific data, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We are understanding how and or works.
Yeah.
Okay, because in real time you might be start using them, right? So
Yes.
before using them, you need to know how each one of them work, right?
Yeah. So based on this, we are pulling the data regarding that and
Yes, exactly.
checking that.
And I'm just showing you how and gives us a different output, how or gives us a
All
different
different
output
output.
for the
Yes.
same conditions.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
See, everything, if you practice, it will be more easy for you. You can come back to me asking for n number of times revision. I don't mind doing that, but at the same time, you guys also have to practice it.
Yeah.
Okay. Listening to class again, just coming back to me after 1 week or 10 days, definitely I can't help you because I cannot go back and give you the information on that topic, right? I may just tell you, okay, this could be the way, but I cannot clear your doubts as we are doing in this particular topic. Okay, so every time if you are discussing on one particular topic, try to practice it, or next day you can also ask me for repetition of same topic, like repeating the same queries or what we have done. If you couldn't understand particular activity, you can ask me. But after 20 days, if you are seeing today's recording and coming back to me, it may not help each of us, right? Maybe we are in some critical topics at that time and we may not have much time to discuss about filter conditions. Okay, as most of you are not having PDI, that's the reason I'm asking you to create the PDI and start working on it. Okay.
So yeah, only these conditions of pulling the data for the technical point of view, or we need to create any custom logics.
See, when you want to create a report or anything, you need to pull the data. You need to be aware of all these filter conditions. That is what I'm making you understand. See, if someone asks you to pull a data without knowledge, without what is and what is or, how do you do that? So technically that is important for you, right? To understand.
Yeah, Shreya, it's similar to SQL queries, all right? Similarly, there is a similar
I don't want
condition
to
for
add this here SQL queries and all because I'm not writing any queries.
yeah,
Here.
you're just representing just by selecting the
Yes,
filter
I'm
option.
just doing something here on the filter conditions.
In filter condition.
Yes, nothing into SQLs.
No,
Okay.
I'm just comparing like the
And
similarly.
don't compare. That is what don't compare. ServiceNow is different from SQLs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
But,
Because I don't want to panic others here. Hope you get it.
yeah, I know that, but I know it's SQL queries, so previously worked on it, so I'm just able to figure
See,
it
yeah,
out.
you can compare them for your
Yeah, I know that.
yeah.
Just for my reference, I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is different because I'm not writing any
Yeah, I know that.
star get this from this table or join
Yes.
this. I'm not using such statements, so I
Yeah.
don't want to confuse anyone here. Okay. So can I go ahead? Is it fine?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So as we have already seen, this filter conditions are important. And let's say I'm creating one filter condition for my everyday activity. Assigned to is not empty and created on this week. Okay, if I just run this query, let's see how many incidents are shown. No. This month. Okay, 2 incidents. Just click on filter condition. Now, if I want to save this filter and make it available only to some users or group members, let's say I want this to be available only for cab approvals. Okay, cab approval filter. Save this filter condition. Okay, so refresh it. Let's see who are part of this cab approval. So you can open groups from system definition. Oh, sorry, under user definition, you'll have this user administration. Search for cab. So we have 6 users. So only 6 users will able to see this particular filter condition. Okay. Here it should be added to their list. See, it is not on my list because I'm not part of this group. Okay. For that, we'll understand what is impersonation. This is also very important activity in ServiceNow. Okay. Before jumping into that, impersonation in ServiceNow. So usually this is used for testing, like without needing your account credentials. That means without needing your ServiceNow instance credentials, I can actually start like looking into your account for some testing activity or to debug some technical issue here. Like if someone comes and sees this particular filter condition is available only on Shreya's system, but not on mine, then I can debug it by doing some testing in the backend. So how that testing can be done using impersonation in ServiceNow is a feature that allow users to temporarily become another authenticated user for testing purpose. So for a time being, for particular session of 1 hour or 2 hours, okay, you can impersonate some other user profile. You can look into their account. You can try to understand what is missing on their profile. This feature is available to users with the admin or impersonator role. Okay, so there is a question who all can actually do impersonation in ServiceNow and how to do that. So on your profile icon, there is an impersonator user. Okay, so let's say who are all part of this group. We'll take Bernard. So Bernard, yeah. So here you have a impersonator user. Over here you can search username. So again, I'm highlighting this point that user whom you are searching for has to be active on the user table. Otherwise, you cannot select that user on the impersonating list. Okay, select that user, click on impersonate user. Now I'm into Bernard Lobby account. You can see I'm on his profile, I'm impersonating his account, and there is a red thick line that is being formed on the header of the screen. And just by clicking here, I can open incident form. I'm not sure whether he's having incident for ITL role. Yes, because I'm able to see incident menu. So users with no role will not have access to this particular menu, guys. Okay. You can also check it. Take user who doesn't have any role. Okay. Now, if I just go to filter conditions, there is a filter called cab approval filter. Where is my filter that I have created? I think this is the one, cab approval filter. It will have 3 conditions. You got it? Let's end impersonation. See, whenever you begin the impersonation, it's your duty to end it. And while impersonating any other user, you should never modify any sort of data. You should never delete a record. You should never insert a record. Why? Because whatever the changes you do, that reflects under the impersonated user name. That means I'm impersonating Syed's ServiceNow instance. Okay, and I go and modify something on his instant form. Then the changes will reflect on Syed name, not on Shreya's name. You got it? So now we'll also Howard Johnson. So we can open his user profile. See, I'm on system admin profile. If you see the account is active, I'll deactivate it. Okay. I'll show you why I have done that. Copy his user ID. Go to impersonate user. So I want to check whether Howard can see this cab approval filter condition or not. See, his name doesn't populate here because he is a inactive user and his account is logged out. Once I like inactivate the account, logout will be set to true. Okay, I'll activate it again. This will be unchecked, update it. Refresh now. I'm sorry. It is on impersonate user. You will be able to find him. Previously, I have deactivated his account just to show you. Now I'm going to impersonate his profile. That means I'm able to log in into his account without giving any username, password. You are getting it, guys? See,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
able,
Yeah.
I'm able to see his left navigator. What is his favorites? I can understand. What he was doing in the past 1 minute or 10 minutes. I can understand. Okay, if I type incident, so he also have a ITL role, so that's the reason this incident menu is available for him. Just open all and go to your filter conditions. See cab approval filter again. This is also available to him because he's part of that group. You got it now? From here, you can also impersonate any other user. If let's say there was some testing activity to be done, so I'm impersonating an user. I was able to find the fault. I have to end the impersonation, come back to my account, and if I have to develop something, if I want to fix something, I have to do it on my account. So the changes will reflect under my name. That means under system admin name. Okay. Is it clear? This is something very important.
Shreya, if
Yeah.
if impersonate user is we can access to all the people, it is a security issue, right? Is it accessible only with the team members or some
No,
department?
you can access every user, but to access any user, like to impersonate any other user, you need either of the roles, like impersonator role or admin role. Okay,
Okay.
if these roles are missing on your profile, you cannot impersonate any other user, not even your colleagues, not even your team members. Okay, so there will be a question on this. Which role is required to do impersonation in ServiceNow? Either admin role or impersonator role.
Okay, Shreya.
Okay, yeah. So we'll learn the other things that we have missed out. The filter conditions are fine, right? You can understand. Let's say on created field, I'll just open this. I think we haven't discussed this. So created on today, not on today, which are not created on today, you'll have all the list. Created before today. So you can see all the 210 records because nothing was created today. If you have anything, you can also go and create a new one and see created on today will show you exactly what is created on today. Let's create one dummy record for now. Giving 2-star marks will give you a list to choose from here. Test filters. Only mandatory fields I'm filling now. So created on today. See. So this is the one which I have created just now. You can also get the created field to the list and see the time. Okay, created by, updated by. These two fields are very important. See, just now. Before today. 210. But if you go to all, it would be 211. Only one was created for today. Created after today. Obviously, if your system is running one day behind, like based on your client time zone, you may use this after, at or after, like that. Between, like if you are using between created, between last month and this month. If you want to know how many records were created between this time, you can see. Again, you also have this option to set the calendar dates. Let's say if it is from November 18th to December 18th. Run it. There are 61 records, so all you can see, and you can also generate a report on this. So what are created on Tuesdays? If you want to know, you can use the trend. So for weekly days, months, weeks, like this quarters, you'll have this. See for at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 1 hour, 1 a.m. hour, midnight hour, like this. You have various options. Relative is also something like this again. Before 10 minutes ago. So what was created? See, a JavaScript line is being used here. So based on your requirement, you will be using this. Is different from created is different from updated. Hour from updated. So how many are been different from updated? Only those records you can see. Okay. If you just see, it is 2 hours. It is 16 days. So it is giving you the updated time is hours from updated. That difference. Okay. And here, if you see yesterday, tomorrow, this week, last week, this month, last 6 months, or last 12 months, if I want to see, I can see all 184 were created in the last year. Even in the last minute, if something is created, if you want to know, you can just give last minute. Let's create one and see. Submit. Now run this filter condition created on last minute. So I'm able to see, and if you just look for last minute, it is just now. Last 15 minutes, last 30 minutes, current minute, current hour. You're getting it? So you can filter data in this format. Today we have created only 2, and these 2 are created in the last 15 minutes. So for update, updated by, for create, created by, for everything you can add this filter conditions. Okay. Created by starts with, if it is with bill. Let's take some created by field and see. Okay, it is giving admin. I'm sorry. So created by admin, if you give, it will show you the result. Created by starts with admin. See 172 records, all of them are created by admin. Likewise, you can search for updated by again. And what are this configure list calculations? So when I just click here on the list calculations, if I want to know the minimum incident number, maximum incident number, I can see 430 is a max one, 789 is a minimum one. Likewise, if I want to calculate it for priority or some other, just go to configure. Over here, you'll have a list calculations. So if I want to see total value, minimum value, maximum value, average value, everything, I can search it. See, average value is this, minimum value is 1, critical max is 520, total sum is 825. If you don't want, again, you can just go to configure, go to list control and disable those calculations. I'm sorry. What is this list control? I'll also discuss it now. List control. After that, so let's say I'm on this list. I want to have a label name. My project is for Apple. So I want to give Apple as a label name, and they don't want this new button. So I can omit new button. I don't want to see if omit column if empty. That means if there is a column that is empty, I want to omit it completely. Again, if I want to save data by rows, I can also do it. Okay, save it. List controls are helpful whenever you have such requirements. See, it is Apple. There is no new button. If any of the column is empty, it would have directly removed it from the list. But if you uncheck this, again, you can also apply this condition based on certain rules. If let's say user have ITL rule, can only omit new button. Edit rules, only users with certain rule can only apply certain conditions here on the list. Okay, filter rules, again, users with certain rules only can work on filter conditions. Okay, even you'll have this omit filters. See, the filter conditions are available, right? Now let's save it. See, there are no filter conditions at all. And if you don't want any label name, you can just make it empty and disable list editing. What is this? I'll show you. Just come back. See again incidents. We have this is a pagination count. That means I can just go to next page. I can go to last page. I can jump to first page. Okay. And here, if I want to update something, let's say this is empty. I want to edit something. Previously, I was able to do, but now, see, the double tap or single tap I used to actually edit the information, because here I have disabled it. Save immediately. I'll keep it updated now. Now, if I want to update anything, refresh your list. See, 3 rows will be updated. You can select any information. Previously, I have restricted it from here. Disable and list editing. List edit insert row. If you want to insert a row from here, okay, usually we'll go to click on new and create a new record, right? But from here, if you want to create it, you can also enable this. Refresh it. So when you just scroll complete down, you have insert a new row. You got it? So see, I can select a color. I can add entire data, but if I don't want it, I can again uncheck this, remove pagination count. So again, for specific view, if you want to do it, what is that view name you have to specify? What is this view and all? I'll also explain about it, maybe mostly tomorrow. Okay. See, now you'll not have this option again. So remove pagination count. See, I can just go to next page. In this format, I can go, but I cannot jump back to my last page directly. So this what happens when you just remove pagination count. But if you just make it available, it would actually give you that privilege to jump from first page to last page and all. So if you want to write any conditions here, like list control conditions using script, you can actually write those logics here on the script editor. This is a script editor. We'll be discussing about it. You need not to worry. If someone says, I want to change the label name of our instance table, is it possible? Hello? Using list control, we can do it. I just now discussed that, right? From list control, there will be a field called label. If you just set whatever you want, it shows the same. Okay, omit new button, omit is nothing but remove. Omit if empty, omit column if empty, omit filters, omit links, omit drill down links, hierarchical list, list edit, again save immediately or save data by rows or disable list editing. or list edit tag if you want to add anything on tagging, list edit insert row, remove pagination count, again pagination count only for specific views you want to do it. You can check this checkbox. It will help you to select that particular view. What is view? I'll discuss, and to write any of your scripts you can use this. Okay, for new button, edit button, you can write your scripts. That is what they are telling. Omit edit conditions, omit new conditions, omit empty conditions. Only for these three conditions, for these three types, you can create your own script logic also. Is it clear, or you want me to help you out again? Hello? Is it clear, guys?
That's clear, Shreya.
Yes, clear.
Yeah. So what is list layout? Like this is called a list layout, right? So if you want to align the fields or pull more fields to your selected list, you can also do it. For example, I want to see field called date and time. So I can add it from here and just click on save. Where is that field? From here also you can actually add it. Configure list layout. You have to personalize the list with the list. Okay. Insurance. Just click here and you'll have reset to column defaults. The changes that we have applied from list layout are available now. Okay, that is what this particular line is saying you to do. Okay. Apart from that, we'll discuss something like dot walking. It cannot be completed in this 10 to 15 minutes, but yes, let's say this is my incident form. These are all the fields. Like number is a field, color is a field, category is a field, subcategory is a field. Again, the type of fields. This is a reference field. This is a choice field. This is a subcategory fields. Category, subcategory, both are dependent. That means selection on category, subcategory will populate the choices. Okay, this is a string field. This is a multi-line text field. This is a choice field. Again, this is a grayed out field. This is a mandatory field, right? So, my requirement, Adila is a caller. I want to know Adila's email. One thing, I can go to sys_user.list. Okay. And from here, I can search for Adila. I can see this is the email, but this is a lengthy process. Every time I have to go to user table and search for the user and get the email. Other ways that you have this preview button. You can see the user record from here. You can also copy the mail and reach out to the user if you need something from Adila. Apart from that, you have this expand option. That means the incidents that are created on name of Adila in the past few months, you will have that information. See, the caller is Adila. When all of them were created, you can actually cross check this. Okay. There is no created field, but you can configure it and you can actually track those details. Okay. Apart from that, we have a dot walking concept in ServiceNow that helps you to see the mail of the current caller. That means Adila is my caller for this particular record, but I may change it to some other user. Let's say I'll just change it to Carrie and save it. Now I want to see Carrie's email. See, immediately system has shown me Carrie's email. How this is possible? Using dot walking technique. So it is already enabled on this phone, but I'll remove it and let's see how to configure it on the phone. So now I'm on a new, I'm on the form, and if I want to apply dot walking, give a right click go to configure, and from here you have a form layout. I'll be talking about form builder, form design, form layout mostly tomorrow. So here you can see few fields are green in color where they have this arrow mark with plus symbol. You are able to identify. Most of them are black, but only few fields are green in color. Is it visible, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
Shreya, green color. Yeah.
2 minutes. Sure. So if I have to apply any dot walking, that means the fields with the reference value. What is reference? I'll help you out. Let's say let's open incident list. This is my incident form. Wherever you see this magnifying glass, okay, those fields are referenced fields. That means they are referring some other table and populating the data here. In our example, caller field is populating data from user table. Okay, it is referring user table, and the data that is there on the user table are available here, and I can select any user from here. Okay, that means these fields are reference fields. You got it? Assignment group assigned to all of them are reference field. Wherever you see this lookup icon or a magnifying glass icon, you can simply understand it's a referenced field, and only for referenced fields you can apply dot walking. That means the data is not directly coming from incident table. The data has been referred from some other table, and it is been made available on incident table. So whenever I want to populate the data from some other table, I can apply this dot walking technique, and I can pull the data from that some other table and populate it on my incident form. Is it clear? So let's see how to do that. I want to know caller init. So I selected the caller from the available list. You have this expand button. If you expand it, you can see dot caller user fields. That means for caller, we have a user field. So again, I want to see email of the caller. I want to know caller's manager. Okay. See caller dot email, caller dot manager. But for any other field, we don't identify this because they are not dot walked fields. They are out of the box fields, or the fields that we have created. But these two fields are dot walked fields. That's the reason they have a dot in their label name. Okay, so we'll just align the fields. Just place it on above the channel, save it. Now, if you see my carries email is this. Okay, if I just click here, that is what populated, and manager is empty, so it is not giving any manager information. If you want to update, you can also open record from here, and let's say manager field is again a reference field. That means it takes you to the user table only, all the user information. See, carries manager information, and caller ID dot manager. That means I'm searching this information from caller ID, and this is caller ID's manager. So from here again, I can see Anthony McCleary. Okay, this is the first level of dot walking. Up to here, please practice on your PDI, and tomorrow we'll see what is 2 level of dot walking, what is 3 level of dot walking. Is it really a good practice to go beyond 3 level of dot walking, and how to apply this dot walking on list even. Okay, this is on the form. We'll discuss everything. Is it fine? Hello?
Yeah, Shreya, okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'll connect tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow, if time permits, I'll connect a little early. Okay. I think 7:30 would be fine, guys. 7:30 to 9.
Yes, Shreya.
Is it fine for all?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Shreya,
tomorrow and day after tomorrow we'll connect, so that as we missed one class yesterday, we can compensate it.
Shreya, one more question, like last, like, I wanted to ask you, like, it's not related to this, but I'm saying that for every topic, like we have some interview questions given, or it will be given at the end of the entire course.
No. Once the admin part is done, I'll give you interview questions on this. Okay.
Okay.
So, and we have just started with dot working. So, what could be the questions in dot working? I'll help you out. Today, we have just checked
Okay.
about impersonation. So, there could be a question like
Yes.
which role is required. So, likewise, I'll give you inputs in the class as well as the notes also. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Shreya, can you please share that fourth class text document?
Yeah. I'll modify it. There is something to be modified. That's the reason I'm putting it on hold. Okay.
Okay.
Just allow me a day or something. I'll definitely send it. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Shreya. Because
Sure.
it has topic definitions and all, right? That's why.
No worries. You have all rights to ask for the notes. Okay. And see, all of you, please practice. See, most of you doesn't even have PDIs, so we are on the initial classes. That is fine, but moving forward, we'll have some complex topics to work. Okay. Heads up
Okay.
to all, don't delay the classes. Like, don't think that, okay, after 10 days, I can see all the 10 recordings. No, it will be hectic for you at that moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, hopefully we'll connect a little early and try to learn more topics. And heads up, guys, 25th we'll connect in the morning or in the afternoon mostly, because I might be traveling for a day. There won't be a class on 26th. Okay, just for one day. But again, from 27th we'll resume back to classes. So 25th evening there is a train for me. So mostly in the afternoon I want to connect. Is it okay?
Yeah.
It's a Christmas holiday for most of you. This is my planned leave, so before it's like I just want to intimate it today itself.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Thank you, guys.